Hello, welcome to my sewing room. I'm Heather. This is my channel where I talk about all the lovely things I've been making in February. I would have uploaded this in February, but my iPad wouldn't allow me to do it. So if you're seeing this now, I know we're a few days into March, but these are my February makes 2025. So I have knitting, sewing, quilting, and let's get on. So if you were with me last time, you'll have seen the top that I made last time, and this is another one, and it's the same pattern. No point me showing you the pattern because I've completely butchered that pattern and made, this is top, I think this is top number 3, I think. Top number 3 of the same pattern. Because I never ever do that. I never make more than one thing of one thing, if you know what I mean. I don't make duplicates. I never have. But I think this is top number 3, but they all look so different. So this was a dress, it was a maxi dress, and I cut the bottom off and made it into the same top. But I forgot again. I forgot to bring the neckline in. Took the sides in, made it a lot narrower in the body, and I forgot the neck. Now I can't try it you on, I'm sorry, because I have a chest infection, and so it's quite energetic. Be an energetic thing for me to start getting undressed and putting this on. So I'll pop you a picture in of me wearing it, and then you'll see it that way. So I hope that's okay. Thank you. Sorry about that. So yeah, I just bound the neck with the same material and put the same sleeves on as the last one that you saw, and then I made another. And this is some material that my Auntie Pat gave me. I wouldn't have chosen this material, but I thought, well, I'll use it for a toile. Might as well use these. I've got all this material that I've had given that I didn't know what to do with because it's not my choice of material. But I thought, well, I might as well use it, as it's just sat in the cupboard doing nothing. You know, even if I just make it and then it goes to charity shop, at least somebody's got the use out of it then, haven't they? But I quite like this one now it's done. Yeah, it's all right for a don on. Yeah, so I changed the sleeves on this one. Oh, look at these. Yeah, so the sleeve it's just like that on the normal, just a little short small sleeve. So I put a different sleeve on that one. Again, I've edged the neck with the self binding, and yeah, turned it up. So I'll pop you a picture in of that as well. But yeah, I quite like those too, but they look totally different. I don't think anybody know they were the same pattern. So that's the dressmaking side of things. And then I made my daughter a table topper for a birthday. I made her a table topper for Christmas. The first year I started quilting. It was 2020, I think. 2020. Or maybe it was the year after. Anyway, somewhere around there. And I made her a table topper and some mats. But they were very Christmassy. They were blue and silver and white. And she loved them. And she said, I'm keeping these until I've decorated my kitchen and sorted the dining room area out. And so all these years later, she's finished that now. And she popped it out, and it's the totally wrong colour. It really doesn't go at all. So I made her, should have a picture up by now. I made her another one. I popped up while she was at work and took lots of material up to see what went with her walls and her colour scheme. So it matches perfectly. So it's gorgeous. Yeah, so that was quilt number 18, I think. Or did I finish this one first? Oh, I haven't put this one on yet. And so this is the next one I made. This is just a baby quilt. You can see that's the size of it basically there. Yeah, just comes to there. Yeah, so it's really gorgeous. Not for anybody in particular. I'm going to sell it. These were all strips that I had left over from, if you saw my first ever episode, last March. It's my anniversary. Yeah, so it's still over there, that quilt, and it's been there, I think, 2 or else 3 years then. It's either its 3rd year or 4th year. And these were all over that side of my sewing room waiting to either be added to it or do something with, and they just sat there and I was fed up of looking at them. So I just made that really quickly. Yeah, so it's lovely. I did a different binding on this. I did I think it was a 2-inch binding, and I sew my bindings onto the back. If you want to see how I do it, then just let me know in the comments and I'll do a little video on that. But yeah, I sew mine onto the back. It makes them much neater on the back than sewing it on the front and then doing the back. If you're doing it on the machine, I know I could hand stitch it, but I haven't got time. I want to be on to my next thing. So yes, I stitched it on the back singly and then thought, oh no, I should have done it double. Anyway, I just carried on and then folded it in 1/4 of an inch, and it's ended up like that, and it's quite nice. I think it's quite nice with a wider binding, just for a change. Yeah, nice, isn't it? So that's all the sewing. Oh yeah, I got my machine back. I know it still doesn't like free motion quilting. I've just got one more thing to try. I've got another spool of some different thickness thread, which I shall try with that, and if that doesn't work, then I shall be ringing them up again. So that's a shame. That's a shame. It doesn't like embroidering fancy stitches. It does the capital letters. It'll do capitals and the smaller ones, but not fancy. Not fancy. No, you can't. It's just illegible. You can't read it. So that's that, I'm afraid. Yeah. So I was very disappointed. I mean, that's twice it's been back. It went back a month after it was bought, because it just wouldn't do it. So there we are. So are those all my finishes? No, they're not. I've got a knitted finish. Right. Sorry, it's called Skipping Pebbles, and I can't remember who it's by, so I will put it on the screen, and I will put everybody else I speak about on the screen to save me having to put it in the description and then it frees up and not let me finish it off. So I'll write everything on the screen. So it's Skipping Pebbles. I could have sworn I brought that up. And I made it out of these. So this is cotton, 100% cotton. Cotton Lurex Rico Essentials. Ah, look. Oh, it's really lovely. Really lovely and sparkly. But oh boy, did that hurt my hands. I'll never ever make any more cotton socks. No, never. Oh, I'd only just nicely healed my thumb from, do you remember the wreath I made for my friend for Christmas? Oh, that did hurt my thumb. Because it was done on a wooden hoop. I did it on a wooden hoop, crocheted around a wooden hoop. And I think I just was holding the hoop too hard, too vigorously with this hand, and oh, my thumb ached. And I'd only just managed to heal that and get that better, you know, by being very careful with it and rubbing my MSM on it. And then I started these socks and that flared up again. Oh, yeah, and all of my fingers. Oh dear. Oh, I need to finish them. And they are rather gorgeous. I haven't got a sock blocker. Sorry, but those are they. Yes, this is my sock number 4, I think. Yeah, and look, my first ever oops, my first ever pattern. My first ever pattern sock. Yeah. Oh, excuse me. Oh, bad chest. Sorry. I'll just put this on my hand so you can see it. Look. Can you see? It's a lovely pattern, and there are 3 different patterns for the pattern bit on the sock. Normal, what's it called, this bit? Oh, heel flap and gusset. I think that's what it's called. Yeah. So yeah, so the wool itself, the garment itself doesn't give at all, but it does when it's knitted up. Because I didn't know what they would be like, but they look lovely. I've got a measurement, so hopefully they'll fit. And it's got and the first shorty socks are made as well. And it's got this what's it called, you know, for the heel around the trainers. So hopefully they won't slip down. And it was to be made on a, what was it called now? Provisional cast on, which I'd never done. I did look at it, excuse me, I've got itchy nose. I did look at it before Christmas and I had to go, and then I did it on here. Oh, do you like doing that? That hurt my hands to start with. And then first one I did, when I came to, I'd knitted all this green bit, and when I came to take the provisional cast off into the sock, because then you just knit it straight into the sock at this point, you just join it together there. I had 4 more stitches on either the sock or the, I can't remember which. So I had to just pull it all back again and start again, and then I didn't bother with the provisional cast on, and I just stitched that down after with a needle and the thread. Yeah, just stitched it down after with a needle and thread. I kept making sure that it was stretchy, you know, I didn't want it to be tight. So yeah, so they're lovely. I like those. Yeah, really nice. I hope she likes them. They're a present. And that's all my finishes. And then I went into the charity shop and found this, excuse me, really itchy nose. Found this really big jumper, which I'll pop you a picture in. More of a tunic really than a really long tunic-y type jumper. And I looked at all the seams and I thought, oh, I can unpick that. There'll be loads of wool in there. It's 100% acrylic. But it's all wool, isn't it? So, yeah, so I'll unpick that. I'll take that. So it was £5. And I brought it home and I unpicked the sleeves and I unpicked the neck. And they all wound off lovely. And I made magic balls out of them as well. And I unpicked one long side of the body. All came out lovely. I'm going to have, this is really exciting. I'm going to have loads of wool here. I thought I'll make me a jumper and some socks. All for £5. And then came to undo the other side and it had been overlocked. It's been overlocked on that side. And it was sliced off. So that was the end of the body, I'm afraid. But I got all that. Look at that. All of that just from 2 sleeves and the collar. There's 187 grams there. It's great. It's such a double. Well, it is double, not sort of. And I think it was knitted in sort of a, what I think it's called brioche. So, but it's so soft. It's so soft and lovely. So, I don't know what to do with that now. Maybe socks. Maybe socks, stripy socks. I don't know, 187. Might make one of them body things, might it? Might do. Yeah, so it was £5 and I washed it on its own in vinegar. Then I washed it on its own with washing liquid. and then dried it and unpicked it, and I got 187 grams. So I don't think that's worth it. I won't be doing that again unless I can absolutely be certain that excuse me, absolutely be certain that I can unpick the whole thing. Yeah. So the seam I looked at up the side must have been the one that I could just do with just sewing with a sew on a sewing machine. That was great stuff. Anyway, so I've got that. But I could have bought some new wool from Boys for that, couldn't I? I don't want to have to wash it twice. Anyway, there we are. Right, so that's my charity chop. So whips. I might just try my jumper on, to be fair. I'll just put that. Oh, that just hurts a bit to move. So this jumper, you've seen it before. I did my cuffs and my ribbon in a different wool. That's all I've got left. Also, I went round I wrote it down because I knew I wouldn't remember it. My log cabin blanket. Andrew bought me the milk wool, and it's square. It's just not quite big enough. I like to wrap it under my feet and pull it up. And even if I do it on the corner, it's still not big enough. Because my feet are by a big cold window, so I always like my feet wrapped up, and it's just not quite long enough. So I'm adding to it. So that's done a row around that blanket, and this jumper as well. So I'll just try that on. It's the sleeves that I didn't like. Which way up is it? That's the front. The jumper itself, I like the jumper body. I didn't like the sleeves. I thought if I wore that, I'd get some comments from my family. Oh, I don't know if you can see. Look at the sleeve. Look at the size of that. It looks a lot bigger than it does on the pattern. It's a nice length. It's not too long. I thought it might be going to be too long, but it's perfect length. The neck's all right. When I try it on without a t-shirt, I'll see. It is very warm. But this is a sleeve. Look, it's humongous. Look at it. So, yeah, so I took one out. I took it back out. I've had them both ate. I finished it. Took one back out. And I'm knitting it back up again. Yeah, so I'm knitting it with... Oh, sorry. Knitting it with less stitches. I had the same amount here, which I'm not sure. I don't know if I need all that there, really. Try and get a hold of it, show you. No, you can't see, can you? Well, yeah, so I'm hoping that with it being not as blousy and as full when I get to the top, I don't really know what I'm doing. I don't know how to alter this. I'm still just learning how to alter things with knitting. I've gone a lot of years never altering anything and then just not being happy and either taking them to charity shop or just throwing them away. So disgusted with them. But as you see, I didn't see that when I bought it. Look how wide it is. I didn't look on the back. If I'd seen that, I probably thought, oh wait, no. You see, when you look at the front, it don't look as blousy as mine, does it? So I'm decreasing all the time. So I've added all they just add all the increases there at the bottom. So I took it up to not, I think 10 less than it said. And then I'm just decreasing as I go up all the way. And every 8, and now I'm decreasing every 4, because I seem to be getting up there and there's still a lot there. So I'm just decreasing as I go. And then when I get to the, not neck shape, where's my sleeves? Yeah, sleeve top. Then I'll do exactly as it says on the sleeve top. I'll have a lot less stitches, but I'll just have to hope that it's okay. Because it does feel nice and warm, which is what I need. I'm desperate for a jumper now. That will be the only warm jumper that I have when it's done. Because I've just worn them and been throwing them away as I've been wearing them this winter, because they're just all done. So that's that one. Then I started a new one, because all this wool that's arrived up there, that's just really been getting me upset, really, because I just don't need all that amount of wool sat there doing nothing, and I didn't have enough time to start working on it. And my Battenberg blanket, that was upsetting me, because I'd said I needed to do 3 a day and I wasn't doing 3 squares a day, and so I'm getting upset about that. So I just stopped that. I don't mean stopped working on it, I've just stopped with a timeline for that one. All I'm doing, I always do some in the car, so I always have a ball in the car and a crochet hook, so I do that, and I just do some in between me whatever else I'm knitting. So that's how I'm working on that one. It would have been finished for October had I been able to do the three squares, but no, it's not happening now. So so it'll be finished when it's finished, and I have quite a few colours now, so I'm looking forward to starting to stitch it together. Yeah, so that's exciting. So this is my new cast on. So when I was getting upset about all this wool, I thought I need to start something else as well. When I finished the socks, I thought I need to start something else. So this is one of my Nanan's patterns. Is it 4pence? 4pence. 4pence, not 4pence. 4pence. Before, what did we call it? Decimalisation. I think that's what we called it. Yeah. It's lovely. I think she knitted this for my brother. And we also have a picture of David in one, which his mum must have knitted him when he was little, and his brother too. So it's great. I love it. I love it. And I always wanted to knit me someone, and never did. Never did. No. So it's lovely. I just love it. So that's for my grandson. And it's made out of these. So Highland Heathers. Well, that for a name then. Very nice. 100% premium acrylic. And it is lovely. It's lovely. Hardy up there, yonks. Yeah, so those are Highland Heathers. Double knitting. 100 grams. And 297 yards. And that's called Firth. And this is called Bracken. That's Bracken. It's not what I would call Bracken colour, but it's gorgeous. And that's Firth. And it's not that blue. It's more green. More green. That's closer. But there are some, you can see there, some lovely green speckly bits. Yeah, but it's not that. It's not so blue. Yeah. And so I'm going to put these there. And this is how far I've got. And I think it's a twisted rib. I haven't done one of those before. So near the bottom in that rib fab. I just love that. I'm doing that. The body in the blue, bluey green. And then the ribbed top bit. That bit at the top. In this green again. And I did more than that in blue. And then, so So I pulled it back out. But you see, if I didn't have to pull it out, it wouldn't be me, would it? But it's I think it's a twisted rib. It says this will tells you what to do, and then says this will be referred to as 2-stitch twist. But then they never refer to it again. Oh dear. So yeah, but definitely twisting, and look at it. I love it. I absolutely love that. And I'm thinking, I might do all my ribs like that. I might do all my ribs like that. Because it's a lot nicer than this one. Don't you think? Huh? I think that one's nicer than that one. Yeah. More about it. I know I mean, they're both double knitting, but this does feel... Oh no, that pink's for thicker. Yeah. Oh, it's lovely. And look, I'm decreasing. I'm decreasing and keeping the pattern going. Don't you think I'm good? Huh? I think I've only done that once before. I did it last year, didn't I? On that baby thing. But the lucky thing is with this, every time it's a knit, it looks like a knit stitch. You know, when you get on the other side. Excuse me. On both sides, anyway. So chuffed to bits with that. And it grows really fast. So that is going to be finished. Might even be finished before my jumper. This one. Might be. I'm not bothered which gets finished first, so long as I finish one of them soon. Be soon, I said. Do you remember that? Right, so I think that is ins and outs now, ins and outs. Excuse me, I'll have to stop you while I have a cough. Right, I'm back. Sorry about that. So, ins for February was quite bad. I didn't want to buy anything. There's me wittering on about being upset for all this wool up there, and then I go and buy some. Well, I bought oh yes, I bought some cotton like this. I went in my cupboard for something, my craft cupboard for something, and found a ball of this and a ball of pink, 100%. Is it mercerized cotton? Something like that. Mercerized? Something like that. Beautiful. I've been looking at it for years and never known what I'm going to do with it. And then I came across it. I thought, oh, that might just be the right thickness. Because, you know, I was struggling with my Battenberg blanket to find things the right thickness to go with the base wool that I'd bought. And this was one that I got from the show in Harrogate. I'm thinking it would be perfect, and it's too thin. But held with this, it's perfect. And look how it blends together. Makes a lovely colour. That is nice. I would have preferred it just that, but got to have what I've got to have. So I bought, and I had a pink one. So I bought another 4 of those to go with the rest of the wool that I've received and got. So there was 180 grams of those came in. So 4 balls, 2 were 40, 2 were 50. Very strange. The acrylic jumper that I unpicked was 187 grams there. Then I bought some dishcloth cotton. That was 100 grams. So my total was 467 in. So Sarah's not going to be buying any. Well, March should be better. March should be better. Right, and so what went out were the cotton socks that I've shown you. They were only 74 grams. 74 grams. The dishcloth cotton, I knitted that straight up, crocheted that straight up. And then my Battenberg blanket, each one of the little squares. Have I got one? I don't think I've got one. Yeah. We have seen them many times. I'm not showing you them every time you get bored. They're just they're just slightly over 2 inches. And they weigh 1 gram each. And so I've done 47. I think I did more than 47, but I didn't start counting them right at the beginning of February. So there's 47 grams gone out there. So in total, 221 have gone out. 467 have come in. And my maths is rubbish, but I get that to 246 in the red. So that's not good, is it? No, that's not good. But I'm trying to be exceptionally good now this month. Really, really am. But I needed the cotton. It's the cotton that's bumped it up. I really did need that. I didn't need the thrifted jumper. I just saw it and thought there would be a lot of wool there. So, on to my purchases. Just look at this. David said on my birthday, put it in my card. I know you said you wanted one of those things for your paper crafting, but I don't know what it was, but just get one. I know it's one of these. Look at that. It's fabulous. It's so heavy. It's so well made. It is amazing. Just amazing. I absolutely love it. I haven't tried it yet. I haven't done any paper crafting in February. I need to get on with some, definitely. And I need to try this out. It came with some eyelets, but they're too big. I only want tiny little 1/8 of an inch ones, so we need to send off some more of them. But isn't that a fabulous piece of kit? It fits in the A4, so you get into the middle of A4. I just love it. Absolutely love that. So that's that. And David wants me to make him some socks. I've been wanting to make him some socks for ages, ever since I knit my first pair. And I wanted to do them in double knitting because he's got arthritis in his toe. So I want to make him some that are thicker. And I'm wondering if I could do that slip stitch. You know the one we do on the heel? Where's my socks gone? That one. That is thicker. That is thicker there. So I'm thinking, could I do those all around the toe area? I don't see why I can't. Oh, Kitchener stitch again. Oh, I love that. It's just practically invisible, isn't it? I don't know how it does it. I don't know how it does it. What's that? It's fab, isn't it? I love it. Oh, look at that stone inside. Anyway, if it tickles her ankle, I've already stitched it in with thin cotton thread. We can unpick it if it tickles. So yes, so I saw Summer Lee designing some really comfy sport socks because she likes her sport socks and she figured that they are more comfortable than the normal socks, boat socks, or all the other socks that she knits. I don't think she buys any actually. She makes them all and she's fabulous. And she designed these, so I bought the pattern because I thought, yeah, you can see it best here. What are they called? Comfort core socks. And that's what it's like, isn't it, in a sports sock? But it looks like, I haven't read the pattern yet, but it looks like the heel. So I'm thinking if I do that there and there, and on the toe, that they might be thicker and more comfortable for him, might they? So I'm going to try that. But I wanted to do them in double knitting as well, because he always wears thick socks because of his toe, all through the summer as well. But this isn't a... It doesn't actually say... Oh, yeah, yeah. It does say all sorts of different wools. But I don't know. I don't know much about wool. So I don't know what they are. Superwash merino. So I think that's what I've made before. I think they're superwash merino, but that's that very, very thin sock wool, isn't it? Excuse me again. So sorry. So yeah, so Summer Lee Comfort Core socks. So that's my purchases done with for February. And yeah, so there we are. That's everything I've done, and hopefully finish those 2 jumpers by the time I see you again. And yeah, I hope you're all well. I hope you're all getting lots of crafting done, and look after yourselves, and hopefully see you again in this month, in March. All right then, thank you for being here. I do appreciate it. Lots of love to all. Toodaloo. Bye.